Now the chat thing is on. Here it is. There you go. Let me see. There it is, dude. Hey guys, good evening. Finally, the live chat thing came on here to the side here. I'm just running some things, checking some things out. I haven't gone live in a minute, but yeah, who's out there? Comment so I can just give you a shout out. Say what's up. Now, is my audio coming in good? Because my microphone thing's not even moving right now. Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. Okay, there it is. I see it. Hey, what's up? I think I did lose weight. Yeah, I've been I actually haven't been working out like that, but I have been cutting my diet. I'm trying to cut weight like I used to. Thank you for noticing. My wife calls me fat all the time. So, how is everything? I'm also playing around with the new setup here. Don't mind the mess over there. I gotta clean that up. But we just I put that together a couple of days ago, so Ruby can put her all the bags and everything there. But yeah, I honestly I did get I haven't done a review yet for this. I got it in the mail a couple of days ago. I just been trying to do a lot of things. It's a USB microphone actually. Oh, tambok. My man's been. Yo, yeah, but I have been. That's pretty cool. You're learning Bisaya. I have. I've been buying some stuff. I got some stuff in the mail as well to do reviews. But I'm gonna check this out later on. That's another reason why I'm doing this right now, so I can set it up for like more of a live podcast looking thing. But let me open it up a little bit. I haven't opened it up. I haven't like literally opened it up, but that's pretty much what it is right there. USB microphone allegedly is supposed to be very good. I'm gonna review it, but it's gonna be putting me in a better position to do podcasting and things like that. So keep a lookout on that thing. Hold on, guys. How are you over there in New Zealand, my friend? Lockdown. Oh, how bad is it over there right now? How bad is it out there in New Zealand? NZ. Oh, 4 cases. Oh, not as crazy as New York. New York has calmed down, so I'm not gonna say we're that bad. But 4 cases, man. That Dumagetti was like that for a little bit until it went crazy. Hey, what's up? Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I really am. Wow, two people. Damn, that sucks, dude. So, quick question to whoever's watching, like, where does it go from here? How do we conduct ourselves, business wise, life wise? How long do you guys think this thing's gonna last before it becomes somewhat normal, where people are, just coexisting like before, like without the, it's getting pretty bad. It's put a like a huge roadblock for business, but at the same time, it's it's kind of good for business too, because it's pretty much somewhat of the best time to do certain things. But what do you guys think? Like I mean, I don't know what the solution is to the situation. Where do we go from here? Me and have to go back to work where they start. Yeah, yeah, it's rough when you have a country that, like the Philippines or other countries, that you are strapped for cash. Your resources are not where you want it to be. Like even right now, they have subsidies and the federal government's helping the people here in America, but at the end of the day, we're all gonna have to pay for that anyway. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta pay. We're probably gonna pay back somehow or some fashion all that money is going out. I don't know how many trillions it is now, but I don't know, man. Daniel, oh, okay. Who is that? Joel Salatin? Who is this? Let me look him up. Who is that guy? American farmer. Okay, Venezuela. He's a farmer. I don't know. I know nothing about him, Daniel. I don't. He's a farmer. Is I guess he's a Christian, libertarian, environmentalist, capitalist, lunatic farmer. That's what it says in his bio. That's crazy, dude. I really don't know him, unfortunately. Mark, am I going home this year? I'm trying to. I really am. My father's death anniversary is in October. I'm trying, but you know, my wife and I are trying to have a baby, so it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be.
You don't see me there?
Come here, say hi to the two people. Five people are watching me. My beautiful wife.
Wait.
My beautiful wife. She's embarrassed.
Wait, what?
Well, those guys who. I mean, I don't know, man. Nobody really has answers for anything. You might have guesstimated. You might have a good grasp on certain things, but you don't. I don't think you really have an answer for everything. But I gotta look it up though. Why no girly bars in Dumagetti? Oh, you're talking about like in Angeles City? There's some spots out there. Um, why not? If you go to the outskirts, there's some girly bars there, but it's just it's just not as crazy. It is like in Angeles City, where it's almost like Thailand style, where it's like red. What is that? Red light district style stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't beatbox. I tried to do breakdancing a little bit, but wasn't really for me. I chose to DJ, so I DJ'd a little bit more than any, out of all of that. But in between all that, I was training for fighting anyway. I used to.
You had some water?
Yes, please. I used to train for Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, so I spent a lot of time in the gym. So but I mean break dancing in itself is that's no joke, man. You gotta be physically in shape for that one. I tell you right now, you gotta be fit. You gotta be in shape for that one. Actually, people, you're not the first one, Mark. People have asked me if I'm a b-boy. I said, no, I'm not. I'm sorry, man. The breakdancing boys. I am actually doing all the production numbers for my work because I have to make sure that the technicians and everything are running good, and it's my regular 9 to 5. It's fun, but it has its moments. I tell you right now. Most of the businesses are up and running. I mean, my friends with businesses there, they're conducting themselves. Obviously, there's social distancing, um, but it's hard to stop someone whose livelihood is being an entrepreneur. It's very hard. It's just hard. You're going to find ways to to go. You're going to find the loopholes. You might have a seat in between everybody else if you have a restaurant. You might have limited capacity if you have a actual storefront, but you're gonna find a way because bills got to get paid. I have a lot of friends who have mortgages, who have car notes. It's rough because their livelihood is them being an entrepreneur, and it's rough. But well, it's like what's that set of books back then when I was growing up? When there's a will, there's a way, and it's banks don't stop collecting. They might furlough it, but they won't stop collecting. Like we have some debt. Ruby and I have some debt on the businesses, like most businesses. They they they're still knocking at our door. We still had to pay, and some of my stores were closed down for months because of I had restaurants. So you just can't stop that. It is what it is. You just find ways, deliver more. The great thing about the COVID thing, all the deaths is sad and stuff, but worldwide, especially here in America and in the Philippines, ingenuity is on its way up. People are finding their ways to make things happen. They're finding ways to how can I conduct business with these restrictions type thing. What do you guys think? I don't know. Paul G, what's up? Oh, Paul G. No, I grew up in America. I grew up in America. Like, short story. I came here when I was how old? Babe? 3. I came in when I was 3 years old. About 18, 19, I left to go to college and fight. But the majority of the time, I grew up here. I grew up in Long Island, New York. I'm not in Valley Stream, Mark. I am right now. I'm in West Babylon. I'm in Suffolk. So it's Valley Stream is about 30 minutes away from me. But like yeah, like I said, like business right now, uh, it's a struggle. But what's happening for me is like I'm kind of happy to see that people are going into survival. I can't even speak survival mode and finding ways to make it happen. As in diners close down. So what do? They rented out tents, rented out chairs, put it outside, made it happen. The only people I feel bad for right now that personally affects me and my friends are the gyms. Gyms are still closed here in New York. So it's that's a tough call because you know me personally, I personally believe that the majority of people in New York are probably 50-50, asymptomatic, or they got antibodies for it already. So it's kind of those things right now because I'm the type. I'm just. I know people have been dying, but I'm the type of person where it's just like, uh, it is what it is. Like, what can you do? Like, it doesn't for me. It doesn't matter how careful you are. If you're gonna catch it, you're gonna catch it. It's one of those things. I willingly understand that situation already. Where if I catch it, I catch it. It is what it is. God willing, the man upstairs has bigger plans for me and not take me out now. So that's just me. You're right. You're right, Paul. I really, I'm with you on that one. As far as people in America don't realize, working class people, they're we work really hard. Filipino people, just people in general, just work really hard, man. Grinders, the people that are probably watch channel, they're grinders. At the end of the day, if you're if you have two roads, one is blocked, you're gonna find a way. It's just what it is. If you're a survivor, you are that type of guy who just is a who pushes through. You're gonna find a way, and I'm sure everybody can agree that you're optimistic enough to just keep pushing. Like, you know what, I'm gonna keep pushing one foot forward at a time, and we'll see how the day goes. You know, and whether I like it or not, or whether everyone likes it or not, I really believe that your energy will bring. It's like a magnet. Your energy, your aura is a magnet. It'll bring people who are like mind. So, you know, some people get offended by the fact that it's like, oh, people sit on the negative, as in, oh, there's 100,000 deaths, there's this and there's that. You should be lucky it's not you, and you should be grateful that it's not you, and mourn for when you have to mourn, and grieve when you have to grieve. But just look at it in a positive light, because if you were to dwell on on that negativity, you might be stuck in your room all day, not wanting to move. You're stuck. You become what is that word? Not narcoleptic. It starts with an N. What the hell? You're just super like afraid. Just afraid. Mm. Do you see Mark? Do you see Pinoy's moving back home from the U.S. for good? Yeah, I think so. Eventually, I think so. I mean, at the end of the day, like, living in America and living in the Philippines, when it comes to just living and then just sustaining yourself, like here in America, I don't know about the rest of the states, but here in New York, like, you can live, like, you can pay off your house, completely pay it off. 30 years of working hard, one income, two income, three incomes, whatever, pay off the house. But what kills you is the property taxes, right? Now, I mean, if you are not that type of guy who has 401k set up, like savings to the side, how are you going to survive for the next 20 years after retirement, post retirement, and maintain a $8,000, $10,000 a year, $12,000 a year, especially here in Long Island, property tax? Okay, that in itself is about minimum $800 a month that you have to pay for life, unless you do a reverse mortgage and things like that. But that's another topic or whatever. But it's Filipinos at the end of the day, because you have to realize, this is me just speaking freely. 1918 Spanish influenza, 2020, about 102 years later. You have to realize on how history repeats itself to a degree. So death is very sad, but Spanish influenza, people were dropping in like 12 hours. It's maybe this is our it is our Spanish influenza. It is our pandemic. It is something that 100 years from now, they'll do coverage on like, oh, do you remember COVID-19? Do you remember all those people dying? Do you remember this? Do you remember that? And then when we are in our 60s, 80s, God willing, we'll be like, yeah, I remember that time. And then hopefully around that, maybe around that time, something else will come up. I could be crazy, whatever, but for me, a lot of history repeats itself, and it shows throughout. If you look at the history of things, things just arise ever so often. Times change, technology changes. Unfortunately, human the human beings really don't change. The mindset, certain mindsets don't change. Characteristics, point of views, they don't really change to a degree. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Comment if I'm wrong or not, or if you feel the same way or not. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if like the Chinese, uh, they are the richest. They are one of the richest type of Filipinos. You know, I mean, I'm part Chinese. It's in my blood, and I kind of know to a degree what's on that side of the family. And yeah, they are a economic powerhouse. So maybe that call was made. I don't know, man. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, it's like if I'm not a crazy historian, but when you look at things, the human being has not changed. Cell phones have arisen. Technology is getting great. Things have gotten a bit easier for us compared to our forefathers, our ancestors, but human beings to a degree have not evolved as far as the mindset, characteristics, and mannerisms. It's one of those. It's just one of those things, man. And but I mean, in all honesty, the majority of all human beings around the world are good people. The majority of people just want to get by, man. Just get by, enjoy life to a great degree, and just get by. Not be so stressed out. Just enjoy life to a degree. Get what they can, get the most of what they can, and then uh, take care, Mark. Take care, Mark. And then there's a few who uh, who make the stew bad. You know what I'm saying? Who hit me up over here? This hurts all. Excuse me. Yeah, but this is. I just thought about going live because I'm kind of bored and I wanted to set some things up. And I'm really psyched. I'm not gonna install this until I review it. It's a microphone. Because eventually I will start going into podcasting, and then I'm trying to create more digital real estate for myself because eventually, I mean, I don't know if you guys are into YouTube. It can become sustainable over time, and this is not a huge channel, but it's been giving me some returns where I have been kicking back to the channel, and it's been growing. I've been proving myself as far as strategies and stuff like that. So I have some plans to to monetize it in different ways. Because you always gotta look for something, man. My leg is itchy as hell. Jesus Christ. No, like live is, I guess, when you go live on YouTube, Facebook, you have more of that video feel, right? What you see now. The podcasting, you can download it, but you can download the live soon. Just hear the audio of it. But the podcasting, you can actually multi-platform it, like iHeart, SoundCloud, Spotify. See, the thing about podcasting, I've been doing a little bit of research. It's it can become a bit more lucrative than YouTube on the monetary end because it's not as saturated, and it's just another income stream for someone who does what I do now here on YouTube. Because YouTube, to be honest with you, has given me so many avenues and potential income streams just by doing this channel over the years. So even like so me, and I'm a super small channel. This is like not even like, not like the other Filipino vloggers. This is like a small ass channel. So um, I've found ways to that people have like invited me to do certain things, as well as other avenues I have opened up through the channel. Podcasting, I will try to be, I will try to make it one of them, so it can be consumed readily, and because like YouTube is YouTube. Unless you download it, it's just coming from YouTube or Facebook and stuff like that. But when you go into the podcasting space, for me, it's like, okay, if you have X amount of platforms, let's say 10 podcasting platforms, that's 10 opportunities somebody can download your material. This is different formatting. Obviously, you need an intro or outro, but my plan going forward is to set it up where, almost like a Joe Rogan, what I'm saying to you right now, and what I post in the future will, there's going to be a section where I'm going to try to make it as a podcast when I do the advice stuff and opinion stuff. And then I don't know about getting a co-host as of yet because I have no really room over here, so I would need an office. But at the present moment, I got this microphone to take care of the audio. Give it the best audio I can give. So eventually, when I film a video for YouTube, all I have to do is switch out the intros and the outros to fit more of a podcasting format. So it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone, because I kind of want to explore that situation. And based on what YouTube has given me, I want to explore it more to see if it can grow even bigger in another platform. Because just to see, just to experiment. You know, it's just one of those things. I didn't check, Paul. Do you have a YouTube, Paul? Yeah. Forgive me if I go silent for a bit because I'm just doing mm, 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 just doing all my productions here. So, Paul, or anybody who else is watching, what profession are you guys in, and how has this pandemic um, affected you? Let me post that on here so you guys can answer, because I'm just asking a question just to ask a question. Guys, in and how the pandemic has affected your industry. I'll probably end this when I'm almost done pretty much my production stuff here. Oh, you're back in college. Good job, Daniel. Hey man, just keep going, dude. Keep going. Are you in there for business? Like we spoke about before. That's good, man. You definitely need a basic understanding of bookkeeping, accounting. You know, I mean, I didn't finish school because I had to leave abruptly because my mom had a tumor in her brain, so I had to go back to America and help the family and things like that. But I mean, me personally, I'm probably not going to go back to school, because like when you're an entrepreneur, like you're gonna lead your own business anyway, right? So is it when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, it's kind of like it's weird. It's a weird paradox, right? Like you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you start your business. Do you really need school, like traditional schooling? But at the same time, you're an entrepreneur. You want the experience. In order to get an intern, sometimes you need the academic background. You need the bachelor to get the internship at a firm or a house you want to work out at. That does a particular thing in your industry that you want to really learn before jumping into being an entrepreneur. It's like a paradox there, man. Like people have become successful on both sides. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. If that makes any sense of what I just said. I might buy a light. It's a put right here. It's a put right here. It's do better right there. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's slow. There it is. Let's go. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna have to. Well, how did you get more self control to study, bro? So to study, just I get. I mean, to be honest with you, I get. I get. I think I have a little bit of like ADD because I lose track of it. My attention goes haywire like quickly from time to time, unless I'm really passionate about it. Then I'm driven. Whatever. But to be honest, it might be cliche, but it's true. Like I listen to a lot of like classical music, especially Mozart, Bach. Just any. You don't really need to uh, know any classical music, but I pretty much on the background, I play it. Like I'll show you. Like when I'm at work. Here, when I'm at work. Here's my playlist. See, that's the first thing I see. First thing I have on with me is I have Mozart. I play that in the background all day. It's all day. There were like some scientific studies on how Mozart classical music affects the brain. For some reason, it just gets you into the mode of. I mean, for me, it does. It gets me into the mode of just consistently setting goals and then one by one executing. And I mean, and that's how it's been for me. Same was off. I wish that I wouldn't be. I wouldn't have time to study because, or to do work. Oh, you know, when I used to DJ, when you're making a playlist, right? You're making a playlist. You're making up sets. It takes hours. It really just takes an hour. I mean, hours, man. Like, wow. Hey, Eddie. Best camera for YouTube. That's a great question because everybody has it's always at some point in contention. Short answer: best camera is I really like the Sony A6400. That's I like that because it's a kind of like a point and shoot with super fast like focus on there. Also, the Canon M50 is a great camera. Another great camera. Of course, you can use your iPhone. The the Piggery is doing very very well. It took a hit a little bit first couple of months of COVID, but it's picking up again. The Piggery right now, if you guys want to learn how to kind of automate it, where it's kind of stress free, because fattening pigs is very stressful. Back to Eddie, the best opinion I can give you is whatever you have, the best that your money can buy. Like right now, I use this a lot, right? My iPhone 11. Um, right? If I need multiple shots, I have three iPhones right here, right? So if I'm gonna send these off to the Philippines, but if I need multiple shots, a lot of it is for me. I'm not really good at it, but I try my best to be good at it. Is the most important thing is telling a story. But if you're vlogging like face to face, like me, like most of the time, it's telling a story. And a lot of the times when you're doing something like what I do, most people don't even look at my face. They just press play, and then if they binge watch the channel, it's just listening. You know what I'm saying? And from time to time, they might look at it. People tell me many times, like, "Oh, I just press play, and then I just listen to while you're speaking." So but iPhone definitely. You know how great the camera is on there. There's my beautiful wife right there. Yeah. What the hell? Yo, what is that, dude? You see that blinking? Is that whoa? It's blinking. That's my beautiful wife. Um, hey, what's up, bro? All Psyche. Shout out, my friend. Oh, back to Daniel, Cobra Boxer, the piggery. If you guys want, I have transferred into more piglet production because uh, pig fattening can be very stressful, a little bit more high risk than because obviously you're going to do in volume regardless, but you're putting more capital up, right? You're putting more capital up. So, but when you do piglet production, you're just basically focusing on the health of the sows and however how many boars you have for the breedings. And it's pretty much like breeding, like with anything, like you're breeding, like how we breed dogs and stuff like that. You're breeding for characteristics, lines and stuff like that. Um, because pigs have such a short shelf life, because no one's really keeping pigs as a pet back in the Philippines. So pedigree is not so crazy like sometimes like how it is here. It's more it's more the value of, can this particular I've seen this particular pig grow this fast. Can I replicate this with the piglets? And then once you find that good science of finding a set of genes that grows faster, eats less, but still gets big, then you just drive that home and then try to keep producing pigs, and then finding certain boars that you can implement in your program. You know, and you're trying to always bring back certain things, just like pretty much just like dog breeding and things like that. Yes, yes, Eddie. Yeah, I am. As you know, audio is 50% of the quality part of the video. I'm always using a Rode Video Micro. I'll show you right here. I just find if you are in a closed area and not such a big room, you can get away with using the mic on this. It's super easy, like really super easy, right? Um, but if you are in an area where, like right now, the air conditioning is going, so I don't know if you guys hear the humming or shh. Um, if I were to speak on this while it's on that, you'd hear the humming, and just trying to just put it up a notch, it might be an issue. So if I'm using this gimbal, this microphone's always on, right? This microphone's always on, right? So there, there is no microphone I don't suggest more. That Rode Video Micro for me is probably the best in the market. Any Rode product, Sennheiser, things like that, really really good. And I have this other one that I don't really use right here. This Sarmonic, so Sarmonic one is decent, not the best, but decent. Phil, dua me, tuba. What's that? What is this? What's that name, babe? What's that name? Can you please say dua me tuba? It's please do. How do you say please do my homework? Please do my homework. Say Tagalog or Bisaya.
Uh,
What's that name? Duo mia tuba. What language is that? What language is that, bro? What's it meaning, Ane?
can you please I don't know that. Do you mean no?
Do you menu?
I don't,
Do you o mia tuba?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah, what dialect is that? That's pretty cool. Um, Eddie, Philippines is awesome. Yes, yes, very, very. It is. Pinays. Let, let's just say certain Pinays prefer foreigners. I'll keep it at that. Certain Pinays prefer foreigners. You have to understand it's I mean, well, I can't really say. There's actually a good number of like younger Pinays with younger Pinoys. I'm sorry, younger foreigners out there now. But all the time, I mean, I could be ignorant or something, but all the time. I'm always seeking like what is the purpose, what is the reason. It could just be I'm into foreigners, or it could be a social economic move. To be honest, it happens. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, there are great Pinais in certain places, but I just, for me, for me, you just can't find them at the bar. I'll tell you right now, just not my thing, dude. It's just I don't know, because the only thing that is, let me explain why I feel this way, because many foreigners, obviously, some of you don't speak Tagalog, don't speak Bisaya, but oh, you're right about that, Daniel. Yeah, the Filipinos have a colorism problem over there, out there. But yeah, like how do I say this without upsetting too many Pinays or whatever, Pinoys, or like you, it's just it's it's just weird for me sometimes it is true. Um, Filipinos, for some reason, lighter Filipinos are more socially accepted than darker Filipinos. Me personally, I am considered a Moreno, right? Moreno, like mestizo Moreno, mix, Moreno. But if you looked at my brother is what's considered a Castilla Pinoy. My brother is more of the Eurocentric Pinoy, because half of my lineage is from Spain, and really, I mean, really from Spain. A lot of, I mean, Filipinos don't get upset. I don't know if you know, Eurocentric Filipino blood is only like 3% in the Philippines. I mean, when I say 3%, I'm talking about people who have carried on the gene, and it's not that diluted to other Pinoys. You know what I'm saying? So because to be honest with you, most Spanish families tend to. I'm not going to say breed, because I was just thinking of pigs. But they line up with other Eurocentric Pinoys. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but generally speaking, they try their best to to retain and maintain that that look. You know what I'm saying? Because it is sought after. It is. My father, God rest his soul, was so proud my brother came out more Euro centric than myself. So, but it is what it is. I'm proud to be brown. You know, most Pinoy, I'm not as brown or as dark, but but I'm proud to be Moreno. It is what it is. At the end of the day, skin color doesn't dictate. Your work ethic. If you can be white, black, Spanish, if you work hard, you work hard. Daniel, yo, there's a lot of them, dude. There's a lot of them. Hey Steve, I am in America right now. I'm in New York right now. To be honest with you, Eddie, Eddie's question was, do Filipinos guys get upset over them preferring foreigners, or even want them to fight foreigners because of dating? Yeah, you know what it is? Like, let me say this without like I always try to be super diplomatic, because anything, any little thing that people get too sensitive about anything, but like if you are in a rural area, like rural, like the people are not used to foreigners, right? So one of two things are going to happen: either you're a lottery ticket for the community, right, or um, you can be a source of hate. Like, yo, this guy thinks I'm better, you're better than me, whatever, whatever. It does happen from time to time. Like, I'll be honest with you, if my brother or like cousins of mine walk into an area, they're Eurocentric. They probably pull the majority of the girls. To be honest with you, because many of the girls super practical, man. They're practical. They make it. At the end of the day, they want security. To be honest with you, right? They want to make sure that one, the guy's gonna be there for them. And don't get me wrong. Many Filipinos, not all Filipinos are gold diggers, but at the end of the day, any woman in this world, they want somebody who's hardworking, secure, you know, has some drive, has some goals, you know, and then, at the same time, maybe in the back of their mind, they're thinking about, hey, what will my kids look like, man? My kids might look like the people on TV. You know, it's kind of like if I don't know if you guys ever watch Mexican telenovelas. Generally speaking, the people acting in those Spanish telenovelas don't really have that like dark Latino look. They don't really like. They have more of a Eurocentric look, blonde hair, blue eyes sometimes. Um, they look more like Argentinian sometimes, because Argentina, Venezuela, especially Argentina, Colombia sometimes. A lot of the Eurocentric mixes came through there because after World War II, people were getting banned. People were being indicted. People trying to escape World War II. They settled. A lot of Germans settled. A lot of Italians settled in different parts of South America. And you have the Spanishes, the European Spanish, the Castellanos coming through Mexico, and even then they have like a colorism thing, like look what they're pitching to the media. You know what I'm saying? Just Yeah, just look at what they're pitching to what is socially accepted, right? Like, just check this out. Like black, even the black people have that thing in just within the African American culture, light skin versus dark skin. The dark skin people think the light skin people are they think they're better than them type thing, and it happens in the Philippines as well. It's like, because whether a lot of people admit it or not, the closer you are to your oppressor, which is in this case Filipinos, Spain, the closer you are to the people who are oppressing you, the more socially accepted you are to the society, which is like, it blows my mind. But hey, it's what can you do, bro? Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. I mean, now to be completely transparent with everybody, you have to physically understand. You have to understand that you know being aesthetically gifted, okay, being aesthetically just easy on the eyes to a degree, kind of puts you in a good path, as far as you know opportunities, just things just work out for you sometimes, right? Because you think about it this way: off of first look, who are you going to be more likely to want to chill with? The charming boy or girl who has a nice smile, or the guy who looks freaking depressed all the time? Who are you physically going to go out there and chill with, or want to make friends with? I'm telling you, it's not going to be the guy in the corner by himself, you know, just staring off in the distance. It's going to be the people that have a particular vibe, who have a disposition on them. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. Like, uh, uh, obviously, you got nice teeth, nice skin. Because think about this. Just think about this. Like, when it's drilled in your head, hey man, you're a good looking kid, man. You're a beautiful woman. That changes your perspective on things, right? You kind of accept it, whatever. Versus, what if you were told every day you're fat, you're ugly, you're no good for nothing? It affects you. That's why people get depressed and stuff like that. Either you come out of it and fight it, or you sink into it, and unfortunately, it's all downhill from there. You know what I'm saying? Spaniards aren't the whitest Europeans, though. They actually. Oh yeah, you're definitely right, Daniel. Like, when you walk in the streets of Spain, they're like black hair. They're you have to realize Spain ran through by the Moors, bro. The Moors ran through there from Africa. So there's that mix there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that Moorish blood is up in there. But then again, you have when you look at Spain, right? The Spain, there's the Castilian section and the Basque region. So they're kind of warring themselves too. So you have the Basque region and you have the Castilian region, and then they do their own thing. The Moors probably came from the south. The Basque region is pretty much closer to the I guess more Eurocentric part, but at the end of the day, for me, the whole entire world, the whole entire population, there's no pure person anymore. Everybody, if everyone did a 99 and me type thing, I don't think anyone would be one thing. Even if you take somebody from Europe, 10% Irish, 3% Scottish, 10% whatever, Nordic, Swede, you know what I'm saying? You might have some sub-Saharan African. There's nobody in this world that's pure anymore. Like there's really nothing that's pure. Everybody's mixed. Some are more mixed than others. That's how and that's my mindset. Like there's no reason to be racist. There's no reason to hate other people because of what they are. Everybody's mixed, dude. At the end of the day, it's really true. What like Dr. Martin Luther King said, like you're getting judged by your character. If you're a bad person, I'm not dealing with you. If you're good people's, F it. You're good people's to me. You know what I'm saying? White, black, Indian, whatever. You can be a small person, big person. You can be quadriplegic and still be a good person. You can also be quadriplegic and be a bad person. It's just one of those things. You just gotta accept them for the people who they are. That's right, Eddie. Yeah. Unless there's some reptilian aliens out there, you cut them, you turn green. I don't know. I don't know if you heard those rumors with those reptilian aliens living in subterranean. I don't even know, man. The aliens living in the in the center of the earth. I watch a lot of conspiracy stuff and all these things. Okay. Oh yes, Ken, you are very right. Great saying. if you're light, if you're light in skin and you got the green, it's easier to get in between. You're definitely right, my friend. Unfortunately, you are correct. Cause I don't know, man. Yeah, cause think about it this way, okay? I'm just being real with you, and what I've noticed. I could be very wrong, whatever. Like, okay, okay. Ken has a point. You're light in the Philippines. You're lighter. You got money. You get the girls, right? You're kind of even. Now, if you're this is the skin side. This is the money side. If you're light and got money, you're kind of even. You can pull it off. If you're dark and your money's down here, you're not getting nothing. But if you're dark and your money's up here, obviously, you just got to balance it out. That's pretty much it, man. Oh, the Freemasons, Daniel. Hey, I got a couple of years ago. It must have been. It was right before I left for the Philippines. 2014, 2015. I actually got invited to be recruited to be like I guess to participate in it. I just said no, man. I'm just not in that mode of there's a topic of contention when you're in college. Do you pledge to get for the Greek houses, the fraternities, sororities? They always say, "Hey, excuse me, like, yo, do you know so and so, this famous person? You're gonna get hooked up, man." Nepotism is up the ass when it comes to fraternities and stuff like that. And Freemasonry is, for me, is pretty much the same thing. Like, I understand that. you do need certain people in your life to build those bridges to get to where you want to be. Unfortunately, that's how it is. But I'm just not into this whole. I keep ignorant, but this whole get into a coffin and that's what I heard. I'm just and to be honest with you, I just want to have time for it. Honestly, I just want to have time for it. Like going to a meeting, this and that. I'm just not into it, man. Let me run my little business, and I'll be good to go. And just let me try my best to be successful on my own. And I don't have to be a super billionaire. I just need to live comfortable. That's pretty much it. Eddie says they say Filipinos are more pure and better for love and relationships than other countries. I mean, I don't want to be biased, but Filipinos, they're good girls. I mean, you can find, a lot of it is mindset too. Like, unfortunately, you can find girl like me. I break them up into two things, right? There's that city mindset, and then they've had their hardships and they understand the value of living in the city and things like that. And then there's a provincial mindset where they're you can still find some gold diggers in there, but generally speaking, they're a bit more conservative, right? They're a bit more conservative for me that I found. Um, they're just a bit more closed off until you get to know them and you're intimate with them and you just get to know them more than behind closed doors. They might be more loving and things like that, but when they're outside, they're a bit more conservative. City girls maybe a bit more wild, maybe a bit more opportunistic, but you do find that in provincial girls as well. But I've met some I've met some really nice girls, nice couples, and I mean, a good girl is a good girl wherever you go. Um, and believe it or not, there are some good girls still here in America. Well, what do you think, babe? She's not listening to me. Do you think Filipinos are good partners? Oh my God, what happened to that?
What is your
Do
question?
you think Pinays are some of the best partners you can partner with? I mean, you're Filipino. That doesn't mean biased. Compared to like an American, compared to a Malaysian, a Thailand, a
I don't know.
Vietnamese.
I can't comment those because I don't know what type they are.
Yeah, yeah, Eddie, very family oriented. I mean, you kind of get that when you live in the South too, like here in in America. The only thing that kind of throws me off with American women sometimes is the fact that some American women, some not all, some, it's too easy to give up. Like it's divorce is like there as an option already because it is to a degree have become it's become normal here. So so maybe the Filipinos are more enduring of the stresses of marriage, right? Outside of like infidelity and stuff like that. But there's just a sense of like, oh, it's not working out. He's not working out for me. Um, I'm leaving. And Filipinas have tested the, have been pressure treated, if I can say that. But I mean, then again, I've heard a lot of Americans getting ripped off by Pinays. But once again, you have to really weigh that thing out. Like how I could be wrong with my theory, but there are certain women in certain areas of any country. They're a bit more opportunistic than most because they understand the power of what's behind, but what's in between their legs. So they use it to their full advantage until it's dried up. You know what I'm saying? you know. Let's what's happening? Conservative and Catholic, yeah, yeah. Steve, if you want to live in a major city, like you're talking about BCG, a global city, Makati, Las Piñas, Metro Manila, pretty much. I'm gonna have to say, man, you need at least $3,000 plus. Let's just comfortably 100K, 150,000 if you want to live a real uh, comfortable life. I'm talking about um, just go anywhere you want, vacate wherever you want, just eat whatever you want, travel, whatever. I don't know what your lifestyle is, and you got to drive a nice car and whatever like that. But there's some 50 square meter, super small apartments, 50,000, man, 45,000, super expensive. But if you want to be in the heat of things, where super metro, super safe, and things like that, you need an easy 100,000 plus, man, easy 100K plus. Yeah, is yeah, Cardi B girls, yeah, yeah, you're right. There is no divorce in the Philippines. There is annulments, but it's like how many years, babe? 7 year process. Annulments, babe.
I think so. Yeah.
7 years. But I mean, my contention is all the time like divorce is thrown around there like it's nothing, right? Um, but then like here in America, it's like, oh, it's that's not working out. You are not. Common things are you are no longer benefiting me type thing. Yeah, you are no longer like like. I can't really explain it, man, because it's just it's hard to it's just hard to maintain a relationship. Relationships back in the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 40s, a bit different. That generation of couple, I think they were built a bit tougher. They can withstand more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm right. He's comment. I mean, that's what I believe. Like they were built hard. They were built tougher. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma used to tell me, like, there were months I didn't see your grandfather, man. And every time your grandpa came over here, he just give me another baby, and then go off and work and everything else. So it's one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for giving me those very good questions, man. Thank you for thank you for letting the live go, because yeah, you played an integral part in making it last an hour. I mean, thank you, and everybody else as well. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm pretty much done with my production here. Oh, what am I at? But yeah, back to Steve. Yeah, man, you gotta, if you want to live out there. I've been hearing prices of, like, some of my friends up there, like 60,000 for their apartment or whatever. A bit too pricey for me, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't grow up in New York City, but I just don't. I live in Long Island, which is it's a suburbs, but I worked in New York City and things like that. I don't want to be around it, bro. I just don't. It's just too much for me, man. I don't want to be rubbing shoulders with everybody, walking around. I'm the type of chill guy. I'm more into, yo, let me go down to the beach, let me chill, let me walk around with my dogs, let me play with my dogs, go out to eat with my wife from time to time, take out the family for some cheap eats. That's me. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I'm not into the nightlife. I rarely drink, and if I do drink, it's gonna be at the house. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't even really go crazy with that. Uh, so basically, I'm just a boring dude. So 118. Okay. Boy, yeah, I'm gonna hook up this microphone sooner than later, and do more live chats. I mean, live, but I'm gonna try and make it where I'm gonna actually have a topic. You know what I'm saying? Just to just to prep everybody. I want to grow this side of it too, and things like that. You know, But this is kind of good because it's kind of uncut. It's uncut, just straight. Raw. But thank you for everybody's time. I really appreciate it. Let me shout out the people that were jumped on here. Um, Cobra Boxer, Daniel, what's up? A shout out to 88 Mark 86. Uh, Shout out to Ghost Agent. Shout out to Paul G. Thank you for coming on board here. Shout out to Eddie Jackson. Thank you so much. Um, Al Psyche. I hope I'm saying that properly. What's up, bro? Um, Shout out to Steve L. Who else am I missing? I don't want to miss. Shout out to Ken. Ken, my man's always on the videos. I appreciate it, Ken. I really do. But yeah. Um, I'm gonna try to make this more frequent. I might do like 1 or 2 days. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. But I kind of want to do it in a way where there's a topic all the time, so we can explore and expound on certain things, and you know just chill, because to be honest with you, outside of I do need to work out, but outside of working out, this is kind of like my release, and things like that. But take care. God bless, and stay safe out there. Be really careful. You just don't know. COVID-20 might come out. I don't know, man. Just be careful. Take care, guys. Peace.